That's right. Look alive, dipshits. Chop chop. Wakey wakey. I is here. Where are these? A bit later than the usual, but that would change it up a wee bit. Keep them on their toes. Hurry up, lads. Flap, flap. Let's start with this bollocks.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong.
Well, I know enough about the subject, Neil. Come and speak to me, son. So far, the only thing that I have ever witnessed coming from the globe is crazy, fanatical zealots spewing utter garbage, displaying the incredible amounts of Dunning-Kruger that they probably, you are responsible for contributing to, Neil, son. Right, with your freaky deaky fucking views on reality, trying to persuade people about pseudoscience being objectively true. So I know enough, Neil. I think you should come and have a wee chat with me, because I'm sick of the rest of your wee cult fanatics spewing the drivel. I would love to see if you'd anything different, Neil. I highly fucking doubt it though, son. I've got a shirt on too, the Tonight Neil. Does that mean I'm now on the same level as you, Neil? We can be shirt buddies. Huh? You don't need to be intimidated. Oh, meet my instructor. See, this is the whole globe mentality. You need an instructor. You need an overlord to tell you what to think, what's acceptable, what you should believe.
There's like a gazillion hours of me on the internet. In almost every case, I'm talking about the universe.
In almost every case, Neil, you're talking about mathematical concepts, interpretations of things you know fuck all about, son. Right? Looking up at the sky, coming out with mathematical jargon, trying to pass it off as truth. 14.5 billion years ago, something happened. A wee infinitesimal condensed point, a singularity expanded for no rhyme or reason. Don't know where it came from. And then in the vacuum, gases all came together, because that's how gases behaves in vacuums, that's right. And these gases formed wee planetoids, testicles, that started spinning about and going round each other like clockwork. And it was just amazing. And it was for no rhyme or reason whatsoever. Then 4.5 billion years ago, it rained a lot, and some lightning made stuff that crawled out the oceans. And that is you today. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, well done. 5.5 gold stars. Great, brilliant. Gazillions of hours of you on YouTube talking utter fucking mince, Neil.
Holes, the Big Bang, time travel, God. But what I'm going to do in this masterclass is teach you how to think.
Masterclass, that's right. It's objectively true, but we need all this fucking dramatic drivel, to psych you up. Because all this drama and his suaveness, walking down the stairs, swishing his waistcoat about, that somehow means something. Doesn't it, Neil? Yes, you're not trying to NLP people into believing your absurd cult bollocks, Neil, are you? No. Subjectively true, that's why we need all this drama.
The goal here is to
The goal here is to brainwash you even further and keep you under the hypnotic trance of utter stupidity and ignorance.
Your mind, how to see the world differently.
Listen to these words very carefully, people.
Your mind, how to just teach you how to think.
It's going to teach you how to think. Right, well, this will be brilliant. I'm hoping that he's going to introduce the trivium to the mass stupid so that they can think properly. I highly fucking doubt it though. I'm sure he's going to waffle on about fucking planetoids and gibberish.
The goal here is to train.
Listen very carefully. What the goal is.
The goal here is to train your mind how to see the world differently.
Train your mind how to see the world differently. There you go, there's him getting round his little lies. Right? because he's training you how to see the world differently, to use your imagination, to use sophistry, to use mathematical conceptual bollocks to warp your perception of actual reality, to blind you to the fact that you're the one in control, that you can actually understand your reality for yourself without dipshittiest here and his fucking garbage. So he wants to train your children and you to believe in hairy-fairy space testicle bullshit.
How to question what others say.
Well, that's right. He's got to teach you how to question, but don't question the globes. No. Vacuums of space and globes is off the tables.
I've come to realize that there are three categories of truth. Personal truth, political truths, and the objective truths that shape our understanding.
Personal truths, political truths, and objective truths. No, Neil, it's only subjective bias or objective, real-world, demonstrable fact. It's only two categories, Neil. Don't know what you're adding in politics as if it's some sort of other... It's fucking crap. Politics is subjective gibberish. A bunch of fucking insecure mongs trying to dictate to other mongs how they should and should not live. Societies and structures of living and all that, it's all cults. Every fucking bit of it is culty.
The universe. The interesting thing about an objective truth is that it's true no matter what. Imagine that.
That's right, Neil. Standing bodies of water don't fucking bend, son. Water is incapable of supporting shear stress, Neil. Water is incapable of supporting itself and conforming to the exterior of shapes and objects and displaying the shapes and objects upon the surface of the body of water. That's an objective fact, Neil. But you've got plastic and images on the TV that you're now going to probably try and assert to be fucking real.
By the time we're done, you will be...
By the time we're done, you'll be even stupider than you were 5 minutes ago.
With some of the methods and tools.
NLP, sophistry, logical fallacies, that's the tools he incorporates. That's the tools you must, adopt if you want to maintain the belief that you live on an absurdity known as the globular earth concept.
Can turn data into information into knowledge.
Turn data into information. That means you can look at the sky and you can see circles in the sky, and then you can interpret that to fit a wee model, and then you can tell everybody that's the way it is because Neil the dipshit said so. Must be true because he's wearing a denim shirt underneath a suit jacket, so that tells me he's an intellectual or something. And there's loads of old wooden stuffs and planetoids at the back of him, right, and wee dim lights and stuff, and a wee cup of coffee and all that. So I'm painting a wee picture here, right, that's programmed into you that makes you relate to people like this in these types of settings as being somehow authoritative and intellectually savvy and no better than you, right? You're a mong, Neil. An absolute spastic, son. I would slap you intellectually in about fucking 5 seconds.
Knowledge into wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. He's a fucking clown. You don't have any wisdom, Neil. Somebody else made you the cup of coffee, son.
We all have susceptibility to bias. Search engines on the internet.
That's right, and the majority have a susceptibility to bias based on what they see on the fucking TV. So everybody now believes that they live on an absurdity. They believe they're on a rotund, wobbly space testicle, and antipode to them, there's people standing upside fucking down. Aye, that's what you've done, Neil. You're a fucking magician of linguistical garbage. Right? But I see through it, and dipshits like you know I can see through it. You're only aiming this at the chaff. The ones who are still under the hypnotic trance and willing to listen to your fucking jobby. What is this? Must be important. Somebody's texting me at this time. No.
Are the epitome of confirmation bias.
Aye. Search engines on YouTube's. Aye, that's right. What about the mainstream telling you, where it's pumped out continually? Being a natural scientist, you don't require TV screens. We can go out there and observe the world. It's demonstrably level, Neil. We assume the geometry beneath our feet is a level plane, Neil. The water, the abundant substance known as water, is telling us it, Neil. But here you are, with your dipshit get up here, trying to convince us that it's some other absurdity that you're invested in, you wee creepy clown.
And you're going to use that as evidence that you are correct? No.
No, I'm going to use the real world, son, and ram it right up your shite pipe.
The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe it.
No, Neil. No. Define science, son. The good thing about objective reality is that it's not going to change regardless of what you or your TV tries to assert, or your wee clowns in their wee fucking swimsuits. Right, son? So don't say, science is true. No, it's no. Because you have to break it down into the subdivisions, Neil. But you're a sneaky wee fucker. Right? You think people don't know about the subdivisions and how to tear it apart. So what science in particular are we talking about here, Neil? You just like to use it as a generalised statement so you can throw any old garbage in there and try and pass it off as objective truth. When in reality it's fucking anything but. It's fairy tales. So, the science that Knob Cheese here wants to talk about is mathematics, because that's what the globe is, a concept based on language. Not a three-dimensional, tangible object that can be quantified, demonstrated, measured. Nothing about the globe can fit any of that criteria whatsoever. No demonstrations, no measurability, nothing. It's on the telly, and 2,000 years ago, some dick with a stick said so. So, are you going to ignore 2,000 years of dipshits with sticks? Aye, you're fucking right, Arm Neil. I live now. I am not interested in your fables about imaginary beings that supposedly lived 2,000 years ago, putting wee sticks in the ground.
What does it mean to be skeptical? What does it mean to be convinced by data?
What it means to be skeptical is that you believed in something for 36 years of your fucking life, and then you're intellectually honest enough to address it, to dig in and learn what the fuck it is you think is true, and then eradicate and realise that it was bullshit. That takes strength, courage, integrity, Neil. Stuff that you have not got and never will have. Right? Because you're too weak, son.
A proper skeptic questions what they're unsure of, but recognizes when valid evidence is presented to change.
Where's the valid evidence? What are you talking about? It's not a court case, son. Right? We're not in here on a robbery or a murder charge. We're here talking about objective reality. Claims are being made about objective reality. Now, where's the demonstrations to support them? Oh, that's right, they don't exist, Neil. But you need to set it up like a wee court case, son, because you're going to use sophistry. Because you need to sway people by using evidence, which usually means circles in the sky, sticks 2,000 years ago, ships going over curvy water, and that's about it.
Change their mind. I will...
Oh, big dramatic music. Oh, Neil's onto something. He's really real. Oh.
Equip you to not only find objective truths, but then communicate...
Well, let me see anything there about the Trivium. What's on here about processing information? Where's the first filter? Where's that, son? You're going to teach people about the Trivium? You're going to teach people about rhetoric, grammar, logic, any of that stuff? No. Because if you did, all the bullshit that you want to spew at them would soon fall apart. Because then your audience would truly be equipped to discern that you're a fud. A lying little fud. A useless lying little fud. Unentertaining, no funny, boring as fuck. Why even on the TV screen, Neil? That's right, because you're willing to lie. You're willing to bend over, take a big stiffy right up the buttocksies and spew pseudoscience garbage at children. Well done, Neil. You're brilliant. Oh, what a man to aspire to.
To not only find objective truths, but then communicate to others how to get there. It's not good enough to be right. You also have to be effective.
That's because it can't be right. So what it has to be is effective. So this is where the manipulation tools are going to come in. Oh, this dramatic music, sophistry. I mean, we're 2 minutes in and I've got fuck all from Neil so far. I thought you were going to teach me stuff, Neil.
Connected you are to what is objectively true, the less likely you will be able to make decisions.
That's right, Neil. I'm a fucking severely grounded in objective truth. Now, if you want to remove me from that grounding of objective truth with your absurd nonsense, you better have something spectacular, Neil. So I await your mastery, son. Please come and save me from my Dunning-Kruger brainwashing from YouTubes or whatever else you want to assert. You complete and utter gimp.
That will benefit your life, the life of your family, and even civilization itself.
It's going to benefit your family and civilization because you believe that you crawled out the fucking mud and you're clinging onto a wee potato rock zipping about a vacuum, a big empty void, infinite void with no rhyme or reason to it. That's going to help your children. Brilliant. That's going to set them up for life.
I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, and this is my masterclass.
Oh, is it, Neil? Brilliant. Why don't you get your wee sphincter over here and we'll have a wee online discussion about your master bullshit. I await you, Neil, oh great one. No wonder I smoke. It's no fucking wonder I smoke. Living in a world with cretins like that. So people, I'm sure you're well aware the globe is nonsense. It does not exist in three-dimensional reality as a three-dimensional tangible object. It's just a concept. And with the advancement of visual technology, they have managed to convince you that you live on an absurdity. By doing so, you have thrown out all common sense, all grounding in actual reality, and you're away up here in fairyland, spinning about, believing utter jobby. Just because the man speaks nice and his dramatic music and all that, that signs, alarm bells, ding, 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 that you're being fucking brainwashed. I don't need bells and whistles, just fucking tell me straight. If it's the truth, show me. When you add all that circus to it, I know you're a clown. How are we all, people? Are we all enjoying the Christian festival? Onward, Christian soldiers, marching out to war. Peaceful, loving ideology. Yes, love thy neighbour. Let's sing hymns about going to war. Aye, I love it. Love it. The world is perfectly sane. It's people like me that are insane, apparently. How are we all? What's happening? I'm in a wee bit of trouble here. I'm going through a right bad phase of this curly in fucking cigarette paper nonsense. Neil, have you got a masterclass on how not to do that? That would be much more interesting than your space testicle fantasies. Much more useful and practical if you could show me how not to make a roll up with curly in paper so that I can't get the roach in it. It's a right wee pain in the arse, that. No, I'm not pissed. It's crazy. Said before, I remember all that in school. Do you remember that in school? Let's go to hymns. We've got to go to hymns now. Oh, fucking wonderful. Maybe I need to sit there and kid on, we're fucking listening. But that wee tune, I like the melodies of that. You know, that one, and what was the other one? Morning Has Broken or something. Is that what it called? Morning Has Broken. Is that one? I think so. Good melody. Singing about a lot of shite, but melodies were good. That's about all I got. Their new address, and I think when I go onward, Christian soldiers marching off to war and all that. I mean, what's going on? Eh? If you're not into that, you've got the radio churning out fucking Live Aid songs. You know? Tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. Fucking wonderful. That's alright, I'm sitting here all good. Fuck they wee starving bastards out there with the flies over them. I mean, tonight, thank God it's them. Thank God it's them that's fucking starving. With flies all over them. And you're sitting nice and warm eating your big fucking steak dinner. It's a great attitude. More Christian values. How you all doing? Well, that was Bono's line. Bono delivered it with some gusto. It's not until you start analysing these things, you go, hold on a wee fucking minute here, what are we talking about? What's we talking about, SBB? See, this is the problem. You provide no hard evidence other than saying it doesn't look like it curves your brain dead. No, SBB, I'm sorry, there is no measurable curvature. You know why there's no any measurable curvature? Because it doesn't exist, son. Sorry. Stop trying to... This is the problem with you globe zealot hypnotised zombies. Stop trying to shift the burden. Right? I know you're going to come back and say, aye, but consensus says so. Right? Stop shifting the burden. You want to believe in absurd nonsense like bend the oceans and bend the earths, then you better go and start finding some curvature. Because it doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I know you're upset. You want to come and blame me. People like me. It's not my fault. I was just a wee bit annoyed at the same as you were. But I had to accept it. I had to take off the Superman pants and put some big boy boxer shorts on. Sun and the Moon. I've seen a comment. Let's have a read at this. It's the same old fucking shite. Here's a question. F years. He's probably generalising and throwing us in there, yeah. I'd love to avoid. It deals with your magical perspective. These zealots think that human perspective, how your eyes work and how you actually view the world is nonsense. You've no to bother with any of that. That doesn't come into the equations whatsoever. Forget about that. Suggest a set of numbers for the height and distance of the sun. There we go, we end it right there. There you go, making assumptions about an intangible phenomena. Sonny Jim. What is the sun? Where is it? How are you pinpointing it and knowing exactly where it is? I seen it. I sees it there, it's here. Oh, very scientifical. Seven years today since the world ended. I thought it was about 36 years ago. Your science is based on what you see. No, dipshit, that's you, clown. Because you're going to come back and say, circles in the sky, ships going over curvy waters, and sticks 2,000 years ago, and that's all you've got. Or, look, it's on the telly, mum. So, go away, son. I'm going to ignore you now. Scrooge McDowell? I'm very jealous. Very jealous. Concave earth. Aye, whatever. What do you mean by see if you take the oceans out, aye, there's concave. Right? But the oceans aren't going up was, right? Up and above you. There's no an ocean up there. You maniac. Right? There's no an ocean stuck to the inside of your sphere up there. Are you crazy? It's not bending that way, no, it's bending up that way. My whole outlook in life is what I see, aye, whatever. Where did you get that? Where did you get that? How many times is it going to be stated to you here that purely visible phenomena is not enough to be a certain anything? It's not enough. You can be deceived just by your vision alone. So this is the whole thing with this cult now. They've listened to everything that's came from people like myself, and now they're trying to reverse it and utilise the language to try and stand on authority as if it's them that's... Fuck off. Right? You're not going to get away with that. I mean, I don't know if you've been taking note, but bullshit just doesn't fly in this direction, I'm afraid. Tell you what, away outside, right, pinpoint a house a mile down the road and measure it for me with your eyes. Go. Hurry up. Chop chop. Yes, you're a liar, SBB. You're an absolute liar. If you're going to start asserting to me that there's globular, nah, you're a liar. You're either that or you're seriously stupid. Sorry. If you're an honest person, a skeptic, and you honestly dig into this subject, and you can come out of that still trying to assert that there's globular, I'm afraid you're a liar. Or you're just that terrified to admit that you were wrong. Either way, it just makes you weak. And I have no interest in you. You have nothing to offer me. If you still want to keep asserting your gibberish, come in and tell me. Don't hide away in the chat boxes as normal. Or wait until the stream's ended. Wait until a couple of hundred comments go in and then start bombarding it as if you're some sort of intellectual superior. As I said, bullshit's not going to fly here. The only people you're going to sway are the weak-minded. That's fine. That's your bag. It's an accepted concept. It's a concept all the same though. Doesn't matter if people accept it. It's still a concept. I don't think you understand the word concept. So anyhow, as I say, I pay very little attention to YouTubes or any of these places anymore. Really, I'm not interested. So I thought I would come on here, rip the piss out of Neil, and then see if anybody wanted a wee chat. Not the usual. I'm not interested in the usual gimps. Got nothing to say to gimps. Say it all. If you're looking for your daily Saturday night, fisting, I'm not really up for it. If you insist on me, fisting you, I'm going to do it with no lube. I'm going to pour sand on it, and it's going to hurt. Hello, Jacques. When did I come to the realisation that the Earth was not a globe? About 5 years ago. Insults. Yes, I insult stupidity. That's right, Ron Mercer. But if you'd like to chat with me intellectually, applying some logic and reasoning, where I don't play up and act, the way I'm acting right now, then that's fine. We can have that if you like, but it's not going to end very well for you. You're going to look rather stupid. That's probably why none of you will ever come in here. You'll wait and hide in the chat boxes, in the comment sections, once I'm away to my bed. Because that's what brave, intellectual, with people with integrity do. They wait until you're away, and then they start firing pop shots. Brilliant. Fucking superb. They don't deserve Vaseline, I'm sorry. If I liked them a wee bit, I might use some. If I was trying to be a bit tender with them. And give them a wee kiss in the back of the neck. Or something. So let me see here, what's going on? I wonder if any of them sent me an email. Please give your thoughts on why things fall straight down. I always explain to people that it's density. You mentioned it's not that easy. In one of your videos you talked about the diver in water. Thanks for waking me up to the truth. Well, Jacob, you know, as I said, pointed out to the density layerings. You know, they don't stack up side by side. They have a direction. That direction is downwards. Something's dictating that. So you need to have a wee think about the possibilities of what that could be. Imaginary pulling forces are utter bullshit. So something is causing the direction. But it's certainly no invisible magic stuffs at the centre of a conceptual sphere. Pull is not a mechanism of motion. It's a descriptor of direction, as in bringing something closer to something else. Motion requires a variance in pressure, one surface impressing on another surface in order to make it move. And from that you have a point of reference for direction. So wherever you apply the pressure on something, like that, now that has a directional reference frame because it has something to go by. If I press it there, the reference frame for its down is now that way. It's very simple. You're not allowed to say that because it's idiotic apparently. You're coming from a belief system of 4 different motions spinning and wobbling, gyrating, going through the vacuum of space. Idiotic drivel that you could not recreate or demonstrate to yourself in any way, shape or form in actual reality. 4 different motions, all different directions. But you're not allowed to invoke uniform straight line force. No. Can't do that. That's crazy, apparently, or something. Just because the propaganda machine said so, and everybody fell into it. And now, just ignore everything and start coming out with drivel. Things just falling because of dense, and that's about it. That's not good enough for me, I'm afraid. And you really need to stop just saying it. Because something dictates direction. What bends? What's bending? Learn math still. Aye, whatever. What do you mean, arithmetic? Arithmetic. That's the only thing that's useful to me, son. How much stuff there is. If there's no stuff, I'm not interested in your language. It's a level plane. The geometry that's assumed and applied, known as Euclidean plane principles, is what we utilise in everyday reality. It doesn't work on curved surfaces. Okay? Only works on planar surfaces. Levels. Level. Even your internal gyroscope is telling you. You have a reference of every direction. Right? You know when you're perfectly balanced, levelled. And you know every direction from that reference point. That's it, Fly Earth Bear, you get mass, but you can't attract specific bodies. It's no big enough. This is their science. It's no pseudoscience, by the way, it's real science. I'm going to make these assertions, but we need to go to another dimension so that I can show you. But consensus believes it, so it's true. That's about it. That's the globular Earth. I can't show you standing bodies of water bending because Earth gets in the way. So what we need to do is we need to go to Jupiter or something. Or I need to formulate a new planetoid in the vacuum of space. Give me some gas and I'll squish the gas together, because again, that's how gas behaves in a vacuum, you know. It comes together and it compacts, right? And it does that for billions of years, and then you get planetoids. Amazing reasoning. I mean, it's absolutely unfathomable intellectual superiority. Well, wait a minute, let's get a kind of vacuum, best we can get. Let's fuck some gas in there and watch what happens. I can't seem to create a planetoid. The gas doesn't seem to be coming together. You know what these daft pictures they show you? The nebula. The big fluffy cock-shaped stuff and all that. That's what happened in a vacuum. Nobody ever stops to go, hold on a minute. How the fuck's that gas behaving like that inside a vacuum? I mean, how's that even fucking possible? Gravity. It's gravity. Oh, that's right, aye, gravity, aye, right. Right, I've reasoned my way into an idiotic belief now, just because a word that I don't understand. Again, that's the globular Earth cult. It just says mantras that has no fucking clue what they're saying. And they all chirp at each other. And as soon as they say it, there's a huge sigh of relief. Oh, thank God there, I was almost doubting my insane beliefs, but you said gravity and that just clarified everything for me. Thanks. Can I get one of these suit jackets now? Just on off the only cult that I've experienced so far, although there is culty attitudes, but predominantly it's from the globe concept. So wee religious nonsense that people are hell bent on protecting for whatever reasons. That's right, it's gravity of the gaps. Whenever we come up against a fucking problem, we'll just say gravity. It's gravity's will. Gravity willed it to be, and that's just it. End of story. They just replaced God with gravity. Probably used to be God holds everything together. We're inside the fabric of the infinite and the eternal, and it permeates everything and gives everything its form, gives rise to everything, and then they just replaced it with gravity. It's the same people. Are you daft? It's the same fucking people. People with the big steeples in every fucking town and city. Right? Used to tell you all this other nonsense stories and then they just swapped it. Hold on a minute. Their explorative nature's kicking in. We're going to have to take control of this here. Because they're going to start figuring shit out. Right? So we need to subvert it. Right? Now we'll just make all this pish up and we'll call it science. Right? And we'll get a bunch of dipshits with blue shirts and fucking suit jackets on to go on the TVs and spew it with gusto, and then I'll believe it. Priests used to be the wee guys with the wee fucking neck collars on, wee shifty fucking touchers, right? Now it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's the same mob. It's the same people. They just wear different robes. Where is the education system coming from? Who grants permission for educational systems to be put into villages, towns, cities? Oh, that's right. The Vatican. That's right, Tony Dixon. It's right there under their noses. They're too up their own arse and invested in Neil deGrasse Tyson's on the TV screen to pay any attention to it. Because apparently they're not capable of discerning their own reality for themselves. No. They require external sources to tell them, other human beings, to tell them what their reality is. And they'll ignore all common sense, all direct experience. They'll just ignore it. Fuck that. You're crazy. I know that I don't experience curvature or bendy water, but it's on the telly, you madman. They wouldn't lie. Institutions don't tell lies. I mean, are you crazy? You mad conspiracy nut. Get a grip of yourself. Here, look at the cartoons. Maths doesn't lie. Whatever. It's a fucking language. Right? Arithmetic doesn't lie. Maths lies. You can be a sneaky bastard with language. Here, I'll show you one, right? Get this. This is how you can utilise language. And I'll explain it in a wee minute, right? You've got three people. Right? They're going to buy something. They share a house. They're going to buy a piece of furniture for the house. The furniture is advertised at £30. Okay? So the three people chip in £10 each. Now those three people are now down £10. Right? The person in the shop realises that he's overcharged them by £5. He takes 5 individual pounds from the cash register and he goes to the people. On his way he thinks, I'm going to take one of these from myself, leaving 4. He goes to each one of these people and he gives that one £1, that one £1 and that one £1, which means that these three people are now down £9. They're down £9 because they've got a pound change. Right? What's 3 9s? 27. The pound that's left over and the pound in the guy's pocket makes 29. Where'd the other pound go? I'll give you 30 seconds to answer it. Chop chop. This is the difference between arithmetic and math. Go, hurry up. Where's the answer? Come on, smarty pants. No, it's not a trick. That's right, it is a trick. It's a trick of language. Just another fool. Because mathematics is a language. So it is a trick. What I've just stated is correct. The three people, if you give me £10 and I give you one back, you are down £9. 3 9s is 27. The one he stole is 28 and the one left over is 29. In reality, the stuff, the actual substance always remains the same. There was always £30. But how I laid it out using language, which was correct, arithmetically doesn't add up. So, get it right up, ye sniffer. Oh, here's another one. Mathematics says that imaginary invisible concepts can bend water, ruin the exterior of a potato rock. Where's your practical demonstration? Don't have one. That's right, because it's language-based cack. Now go away. Do not come here trying to darken my platform with your pseudoscientific jobby. No, the arithmetic adds up to 30. The use of language as I laid it out was correct. But when you use arithmetic through that process of how I laid it out, it's not correct. Sorry. As I said, the substance, which is the important thing, always equates to the same. So, arithmetic and maths are two separate fucking things. Arithmetic deals with stuff. There's one stuffs, two stuffs, one object, one object. Oh, two of them together. One object and one object makes two objects. Stop saying it's maths, you fucking absolute imbecile. Are you that fucking dementedly thick? Right? Are you that fucking retarded that you don't understand the difference between arithmetic and maths? Getting me all hot and bothered here with your fucking utter drivel. How did I get tricked? I'm the one that's telling you you're complete and utter spaz. Anyway, enough of you. Hey, Scott Walker, Dale, like you, your good self, I live on the west coast of Scotland and came across an old phone with pictures of the former tallest structure in Scotland from a wee 25 feet boat 2 miles off Maidens near Turnberry. I accidentally captured it while photographing dolphins while fishing. At 778 feet high, I measured the approximate distance of 30 kilometres on Google Maps and have got the whole chimney, even the angled bottom 80 feet of buttress support. And I know fuck all about the magicry of mass or the false so-called curvature. Keep up the work, big man, for Ayrshire. Nice one, Scott. That's what happens when people actually ignore the TV and get out into actual reality and see what reality tells them. If you don't, you're going to come to YouTube sites and idiots like this in your chat box or in comment sections trying to sway you with linguistical garbage. Trying to rob you of your common sense, direct experience of actual reality. To prevent you from taking responsibility for your own faculties, making your own informed decisions and discerning fact from fiction for yourself. So people need to take a book out of Scott's book, a leaf out of Scott's book I should say, and start applying that. Is anybody going to come and speak to me? Is it going to have to be madness? Huh? Is it going to be madness from the chat box? Is that what he's want? He's want to hear retards talking jobbies. I don't know how much more of that I can take, to be honest with you. Hello, Marilyn. They'll just sit in the chat, this is what I'm saying. They'll no interest, they know what's going to happen if they come in and try and speak to me. The only hope they've got is that they can sway a gullible who may be at the very early stages of questioning. Just another fool. Why don't you come in here and tell us all about your maths, son? We can't wait. Honestly, it's riveting. Can you not tell I'm that excited? I promise, I'm really excited. Can't wait. come in and tell me about 2,000 years ago and wee sticks and shadows and suns and moons and planetoids. There you go, there's your opportunity. Have at it. How are we all anyway? Are we all Christmased up? Are you in the Christmassy nonsense? Exactly, sweet brazy, that's the level. 2,000 years ago. These are the same people who will go to forums and argue with religious creationist people and try and assert that they are superior in their intellectual endeavours, right? And then they'll come here and they'll say, 2,000 years ago, my book said this happened. Bob Brawowski asks, what does it even matter? Well, does it matter, obviously, Bob? You know, human beings right now are in a state of total delusional idiocy. They have no fucking clue as to why they exist, where they exist, or what it's all about. Yet, they are running about formulating structures of societies, ideas and concepts of being and lives, and running about grasping at it as if it's some sort of certainty that's factual, objectively true. Here's the thing. See, if you don't know where you are, why you're here, what the fuck are you doing? You're a madman. You're running about with your head up your sphincter, adopting all sorts of idiotic notions of yourself, the external world, society, the cult that you're born into. And it becomes habitual. And because the habits are familiar, you start to interpret that those habitual familiarities, because they're familiar and comfortable, must be life. This is the way it is. It's rubbish. You're just lazy. Right? If you need to ask me that question, that tells me how stupid you are. What does it matter? That doesn't matter if you're a moron. Toddle off and continue being a fucking zombie. That matters not to me. I don't ever recognise that you're obsessed with my physical features. Are you constantly measuring yourself up against me in order to make yourself feel better? Is that your game? Is that what it is? You feel like you have to come here and look for something that makes you feel better about you because you've got a scrawny wee junky crackhead body and you've got Adonis sitting here with blue lights that makes his eyes look black and you're jealous as fuck. So you constantly have to harp on about it as if you think it's going to affect me in some way.
Hello? Hello?
Well, I've got a feeling we've got some sort of petulant...
Fucking talk, love.
We've got a petulant child that's just appeared.
No. Can we get a tour of your mansion, please? That, or I'll give you some flat earth evidence, because we need some more. Hello? Do you want to speak? No? Okay, please kick me out the call and then go on a monologue about how excellent your theories are. Please!
Is anybody entertained by the complete and utter fucktard?
Bruh.
Is anybody impressed by this complete and utter fucking moron?
Would you like to answer my question?
See,
You're meant to respond.
What people need to learn is a certain line of decorum, a line of manners, and basic respects.
I'm sorry, this is the internet. We don't have respect.
If they want to come here, then they must understand the person that I am. If they want me to spit at them, then they have to beg properly. Coming in and being a petulant, coming in and being a petulant little fucking rodent. I'm just going to treat you like a fucking rodent.
No, you've got the run end of the stick. I just wanted to see your mention.
Why do you believe in a globe?
I don't. I believe in the flat Earth.
That's good.
I do.
What flat Earth do you believe in?
The good one.
What's the good one?
The good one. Like the one that is flat, but like really flat, and the one that makes less sense than the normal ones.
Where's your mum and dad?
They don't exist.
They don't exist?
No.
Where's your auntie? That's really...
She, I don't actually know. I think she might be in flipping. No, she might have fallen off my house.
Do you know that your mum's really your sister?
Oh, are we doing this again?
Do you know that?
Sorry, could we have a better comeback this time? We just need some originality.
Originality, son. Like,
it's not going to go very well in my compilation.
Son, yous lot have been fucking absolutely hammered into the ground. You're just that fucking retarded and like a sadomasochist that you just keep coming back for it. So,
okay, I mean,
I'm pretty bored. I'm pretty bored with you because you're talking about comebacks and you have got absolutely nothing. Right? The only comeback that's useful to anybody is your father's cum that's running down the crack of your arse cheek and dripping off your wee ball sack right as we speak right now, son.
Yeah, you realise a rising intonation doesn't make it sound any funnier.
Aye, it does. You've just been fucking spanked again.
We
try harder. Adonis is so respectful. Adonis is sick of telling you. If you come in acting like a petulant retard, you're just going to get the same back. It's dead simple. Now we've got the phone and it's... Bing bang bing bang bing. Yes. Yes. Clickety clickety click, click click click. Yes, you're here. Bye. The globe has nothing. This is all it can resort to. Yes?
Yes, could you answer my question, please?
Listen, son, I can't be bored with you, right? Are you going to come in for a decent conversation? Are you just going to be a wee wank all your life?
Well, I mean...
you're not even funny, son. Now. Listen, son, you're not even funny. Right? You're not achieving anything here.
I wasn't trying to be funny. You're the one trying to be funny by making incest jokes, which you've already said about 20 times before, which therefore means it's not original, which means you are an unfunny
Listen, son,
fuck.
You're a globe earther. You believe in the assert that the world's a globe. You're a
and
child
so
abusing...
does the rest of the world population, you spastic.
You're a child abusing delinquent.
Shut the fuck up!
Bye. It's a globe, but they're not getting any proof for it. It's amazing. John, I'll read that email out, mate, but it's a big, massive one. If you've got something really that much to say, John, just you can come in and say it. You can send me an email and it'll just be you. You'll not get interrupted. I'll read it in a minute. I'm not going to sit here reading it right now. Right. The mute button of Fly's best friend. I mean, are you paying attention? It's an open platform. They can come in and they can articulate with reason about why they want to assert that it's an absurdity, that the Earth's an absurd testicle. But they can't, because every avenue they've tried to appear, intellectually savvy has been torn to fucking shreds. So all they've got to resort to now is what you just witnessed there by that wee shit stain. That's the best they've got. They don't have people with creativity, warmth and depth to them. Wee empty shells like that wee spaz you just witnessed. That's it. They just don't want me doing this. They don't like me coming on here on a Saturday or any evening or any time and having people's attention. They hate it. So they hope that they're going to get rid of me by annoying me. It's not going to happen. Of course I can't, Dave Hinkle. It's all good. So I really am going to change the format of this from the new year, to be honest with you. I'm not going to be partaking much in the angry, funny shed antics anymore. I still will be from time to time, but I'm going to change it up a wee bit. Try a different approach, just for my own sanity. Fuck off, Simon Dan. Simon Dan is a fucking absolute clown. Go and look at Simon Dan's first or second video, right, where he tried to laugh off objective reality and then said that he would be up for having a discussion, debate, whatever idiotic word they used, and we're still waiting. Still, every time I put a comment under one of his videos, it disappears. Because he's a shitebag. Simon Dan is a wee yes man. He has been told to not come anywhere near me because he will be torn 5 arseholes. Yes, we will be GT the game. We'll be doing that in the new year. The new year. Let me change this, just in case it's been tampered. I mean, it's been 5 years now of these cult zealots who just come with the same bollocks over and over. They don't have anything whatsoever. It's all crackheads, smack addicts, people who have been fucking caught up to no good, right? And now they're tied to fucking PCs and they must partake in this jobby. It's so obvious. Click the link. Could you do a quick recap on the pressure gradient? The pressure gradient's about the column of mass, right? It's a weight measurement. So it's like stacking a pile of bricks 20 high and putting a measuring device of weight at the bottom of the pile, and you will get a reading. Then you take that, and depending on how accurate and how sensitive it is and how it's calibrated, if you take a very thin, minute slice of the top brick, lift it, place the scales there, and then put that down, your scales are probably going to read nothing. So there you've got a pressure gradient. It's a measure of weight, the pressure bearing down on a column. As you go up that column, there's less pressure, i.e. less weight pressing down upon thee. That's what the pressure gradient is. But they're trying to make you imagine. They're trying to make you imagine that it's like less and less stuff, and then it just goes to nothing. And it's into the magical vacuum of space. Because that's what physics shows you. Physics will show you that. Separate a chamber into two halves. Create a vacuum, or as best a vacuum you can on one side, and put gas and pressurise the other half. Then remove the partition, and then you'll observe that the pressurised bit stays in its wee half, right? And the vacuum stays here in its wee half, and the two of them live side by side with no membrane between them. That's what physics shows you, apparently, in globular fantasy world. Because they've seen it on the TV and stuffs. Because they've seen it on the TV, we're going to make up explanations for how that's possible. Although physics, real quantifiable, demonstrable stuffs, shows you that claim is absurd. But you have to ignore that, because our institutions are certain that it's really real and they're showing you on the TV. So your choice is that. Do I go with real demonstrable physics that shows me that the claim's absurd, or do I ignore real demonstrable physics and go to the TV and place my belief and faith in men telling me pseudoscientific crap? There's your choice. Yeah, I hope that was enough for you. The air's pressing down. You daft? Yes, the air is pressing down on you. What's the matter with you? Somebody tell you it wasn't it? You keep repeating that flat earth is dumb. Although it's you, it's dumb. You keep repeating it. Yes, we know. Yes, Kiara, I deleted the Facebook long ago. Long ago. It's pressure in the first place. It's in regards to the globular earth heliocentric claim that you can have a medium that is a vacuum, and within that medium you can have a pressurised area of gas that's no segregated from the medium. In order to have the gas and the pressure in the first place, you require some form of containment. You also require a containment for a vacuum. Are you a spastic? Dearie dear. This is a fucking level of these fucking mongs. You talk about air pressure and containments, and he says that you believe in gravity. I mean, how did anybody with any sanity get that? Does anybody understand how you go from talking about air pressure to a certain somebody believes in gravity? I mean, why are these people not coming in? So you know what? See you wee fanny. I'm just going to delete you. Bye. If you've not got the cojones to come in here, you're no spamming my comment section. Bye-bye. I'll just keep deleting them from this until they grow a set and they can come in here and have a rational discussion. Until then, they will be treated like vermin. Pesky vermin. Who are not required. So here you are. This is your only option you're going to get, is to come and have an actual discussion. And it's up to you how you display yourself. I'm not going to entertain you. If you come in here acting like a clown, I'm just going to immediately switch you off. How about they, Maples? How do you like that? Run along and make more sock accounts. Take you longer to make a sock account than it will for me to click hide user on channel. Who will get fed up with it first? As I get started, we don't have to talk about that. We can talk about other stuff. There's loads of subjective aspects we could discuss. Metaphysical aspects, if you like. Consciousness, I like talking about that. I like talking about the fact that we have, you know, an inner dialogue, an internal voice.
Everybody's timid about you, Del.
Oh man, a fuck.
Everybody's scared, Del. No one wants to talk to you. Your cult followers are pooping their pants. Be nicer, Del. Come on.
If any of these people in the chat box, I mean, feel free. You know, these are all very intellectual in the chat boxes, but it's the usual. Nothing to say.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, Del. They're scared, Del. I understand. They're scared. They're scared to get, ripped a new one if they say the wrong thing.
You're scared. That's why you come here with this attitude all the time. You're intimidated because you're weak. If you're intimidated,
no, absolutely not. I'm not timid about you.
Listen, son, let's get this right.
I don't berate people. I have discussions with people.
You're on my platform. Listen, Fanny Sacks. Fanny Sacks. Paedophile, shut up. If you're on my platform, you will fucking listen. Fanny Wipe. Okay. Now let's have a wee look at your psychology. You're intimidated because that's what you breed, fear and weak-minded, spineless gimpiness. Because you want to make people, scared of some guy on a screen. You're complete and utter fanny. That's because you're scared, because you don't have what it takes to come in here and have any sort of rational discussion with me. You're terrified, you're scared because of your own insecurities.
Absolutely not, Del. The thing is this, see, whenever I bring up something rational, you just hang up on me, you just shut me down.
Listen, so Russian Vids,
go ahead.
Can your mouse do this? Bye. As I say, people, this is it now. This is their avenue. They're just going to keep annoying me because they hope that I'm not going to go live and open up. Because they don't want an open platform. They don't want this type of thing happening. They want to create wee pockets of cultiness, of delusions, of keeping people in fear and bewilderment, going in circles, talking about 33 and 66 and the Jews and the Masons and the fucking this, that and the other. And everybody all looking out there, feared and pointing their finger at big evilness. Rather than taking responsibility here, people like Russian Vids and all these other people, they will never talk about empowering the individual. They will never talk about an individual discerning for themselves. They will never introduce them to things like the trivium. Never in a million years will you ever see any of that stuff on any of these people's platforms. Do you know why? Because they're no interested in individuals being empowered. They're here as gatekeepers for the groups that are keeping the upper hand over the majority, the masses. And the only way that's going to happen is if the masses remain in ignorance. So when people like Rush and Vince come in spewing all this crap about people are intimidated and scared, liars, manipulative, sneaky, snidey, lying pieces of shit are scared. That's what he's telling you. People with integrity and honesty and decency are no scared. Those people who come here and display that, regardless of what they believe in, whether they want to believe in fantastical globe nonsense or whatever, see if they're mannered and respectful, and they don't come in with fucking idiotic wee agendas, they will get spoken to with respect. People like that clown don't understand that though, or this wee dipshit that keeps ringing. This is them. Now they're displaying for you how many soccer accounts they've got at their touch. They're too easy. They're too easy. Now because I'm hiding them, they're showing you this is their big, their power. You were going to exercise with power. Look at the amount of soccer accounts we have. Oh, fucking terrified. Knock yourself out, lads. Knock yourself out. Buller, and all that rubbish. You wee delusional gimpy fucks. Bomb me a silver spoon in your mouth. Buller. I'm going to act like I'm a big hard man to the world. And childish tactics, that's all they've got left, Keith Anthony. They used to put up some sort of apparent, fight. They tried, but that just got batted to the side continuously, and now this is it. This is it. Right, where was I? Did I copy that? Can't remember. So I don't want to hear any more bollocks about I'm scared and I'm intimidated and all that. It's a screen. I know I'm super, right? But I can't get to you through the screen.
Nigga, bitch, nigga, fried chicken.
So the Globe cult, again, showing its zealotry. They're racists, they're bigots, they're every fucking scummy trait you could possibly imagine. This is it. This is what's running the show. This is what's running your world, right? Your great cutting edge society and cultures and all that. This is what's running it. Are you proud? Does it warm your little cockles? See, this is how they do it. This is why all this fear-mongering and propaganda. Words. They make associations with words, right? And they pump it through the media propaganda, right? So that, they think that coming on and playing it and saying nigger, oh, it's going to be so offensive. Oh, it's a big drat. I couldn't give a fuck. I could not give a fuck about language. Couldn't care less. If people are intimidated and scared by words, then there's something wrong there. Words mean diddly fucking squat. Absolutely nothing. And now we've got fucking fight the fat tits. Fight the fat tits is messaging me now. Have you got a bra yet, son? Huh? Have you pulled those tits up yet? Are you putting your missus to shame by having a saggier pair of tits than she's got? Huh? You want to lay off the processed microwave foods, son? Right? Stop spewing your propaganda, pseudoscientific drivel at the weak-minded cunts. You're too easy. You're another wee cock breath. Right? Sitting there with your fucking 2 sizes too small t-shirt, trying to hold up your saggy man tits.
From the days of King William of Orange and Culloden, ride those big herd ram ranch cowboy cocks up and down, bouncy, bouncy, bounce.
This is all stored information. This is all recorded, stored information of the intimidation tactics, the zealotry, the stalking, gang stalking behaviour of these fanatics. It's all useful to me. It's all great. Well, what's happened in the last 5 years? The question in the Globe. What kind of response have you got? This is it. This is what we get. It's real. It's really a nature-defying testicle, right? And how it's proven to is this type of behaviour. It's fucking wonderful. See, when I get back to the universities, rubbing it right into them.
Yeah, I agree. Putting that music, that's not necessary. That doesn't...
Listen, you
establish anything.
Listen, Fanny Boys, I'm speaking. You just shut your fucking idiotic mouth. You poisonous,
Go ahead, John, go ahead.
You poisonous little rat. Fuck off. See, when I'm back at universities, rubbing it right into them. These wee cunts have got nothing. Nothing. That's where it's happening, people. Harass these fuckers in reality. Keep speaking. Go to the fucking schools. Question these fucks. Put them on the fucking spot. Watch them crumble. Because that's exactly what's going to be happening. Loads in the very near future. These universities will crumble at my fucking feet. And I'm going to display it on whatever platform I have to. And your wee playing of your idiotic music and your cock ends like Russian vids, they're just going to all sit there and flap. Flap, 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 flap. Wee fat tits. And all these wee cronies. I'll be out there at universities going, get it right up you. Look at this idiotic nonsense. Fuck you. There's not a fucking thing you can do about it, apart from sit on YouTubes acting like a fucking mong. Yes. Mark Kane, I don't know if you've already paid attention. The universities are already crumbled at my feet, son. I'm afraid. I have made an absolute mockery of your fucking institutions. The students are fucking retards. They don't know their arsehole from their elbow. I think you better start paying attention. Snap out of this delusional bubble that you're in by paying attention to fat tits on YouTubes. Fat tits is writing something. Type, bash away on that keyboard, fat tits. That's all you've got, son. I pity you. You're just a pitiful wee mess. If you managed to master a wheelie in that wheelchair yet, that would impress me. Show us a wheelie in your wheelchair with your wee jiggly tits. Can you make your tits jiggle to the squeak? That would be impressive. That would show you've got rhythm, a bit of timing. I could respect that. You could be in a band with me if you like. Aye, we'll wheel you out. Might get somewhere. It's a novelty act. It's fat tits. He's the fucking percussion section. We'll put wee bells in your tits and on your wee bra. Ding, 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 ding. make some rave music for whoever it is that's coming in playing nigger, 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 nigger. Right, we'll make some good music for them. That'll be entertaining. Who wants to see Fat Tits wheeling in his wheelchair with wee bells and whistles? I'd love to see that. Who the fuck is watching these fucking mongs? Tell them to come here. We'll have a right laugh, because they're just no funny. It's the same old fucking shite they've got. Same editing fucking bollocks, and they think they're fucking the BBC. Aye, Fat Tits, you could make adverts for fucking WD-40. There's a name for a band. WD-40. The squeaky wheelchair song. Ding 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 ding. Oh, look at my tits bounce. That'd be fucking a right laugh. That would blow away every bit of your content that you've offered so far. I'd be hugely impressed. Set about it. Go to it, sir. Keeps talking about my missus. Whatever, son. You've just been fucking shadowing from a great height. Now toddle on with your wee tail between your legs and get some real patter, you fucking gimp. Show that to your fucking idiotic fans. Huh? Tell them about your new project. Yeah. That's that. Remember before the grooming gamer gimps. Yeah, has anybody seen Fight the Fat Tits? There's videos of Fight the Fat Tits masturbating himself over fucking cartoons on a game. Honestly. Dave, how's it going, mate?
Hey Dale, what's up? How's it going?
No bad, buddy. No bad.
Just thought I'd just show you real quick that, a real person that's genuinely interested in this topic can join this call if they want to.
Aye. Appreciate
And
it.
I just, isn't it kind of strange that literally 90% of the people are living some kind of delusion or another? I mean, I spent 52 years living that delusion, and like you've said many times, you go back to look at it and it's not real. But so many people are still in that, so we're chipping away, whatever. But
that's it, Dave. But it's just these morons online. You know that the real stuff happens in reality. Is that you or is that fucking idiot rushing vids again?
I don't know. I should be good on my shit. I'm muted.
Nah, it's this moron. But that's it, mate. This is it. This is all they've got online. This is their antics, their tactics. People need to keep speaking to each other in reality, and that's it. It's not going to happen here.
You're doing a good job highlighting the absurd shit that these Globers have. These elites have nothing. This is all they got.
That's it.
Just ridicule and playing porn and whatever they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, sending in the likes of this Russian vids character to defy and ridicule, factual things about actual reality and.
You welcome your other guests. I'll shut up unless you name me.
No,
Good job, Dave. Good joining in.
Just ignore him, Dave. He's just a fucking idiot.
That's not nice, dog. Carry on, Dave. Well done.
Russian vids, everybody knows that you're no nice. You're just a creepy wee weirdo, son.
Not at all.
When are you going to introduce your audience to things like the Trivium? When are you going to introduce your audience to how to discern for information for themselves and empower the individual rather than keeping them in fear tactics and fear porn and perpetuating that? When are you going to do any of that stuff, son?
I'm going to find some music. Hold on. I can answer that.
18 naked cowboys in the showers.
Bye-bye. course he's done with or without a curve. I think that the majority of the views that he gets on YouTube are just fake, and so is the wee accounts that are in there. You know, because anybody in their right mind who's witnessing this guy and his behaviour and his antics right now would realise that he's just a fucking mong. A wronging. A total wronging. We'll get to some more questions, as I say, in the near future about things that I've been thinking about in regards to this reality and the possible structure of the Earth. I've had some new thoughts that have to be looked at. Literally everybody in the universe is spherical, but not us, lol. Fucking amazing logic there, Mark. I'm absolutely fucking dumbfounded. Mark sees wee circles in the sky, or what he thinks are circles. And then, in his mind, he sees circles, so therefore he's on a circle. And that's it. That's as far as his inquiry goes. Just about every light fitting, every light bulb in the world is spherical. Therefore, why would anybody's floor possibly be level? It must be curved. That's Mark's reasoning. That's the majority of globe zealotry thinking right there. Every single home in the world has spherical or spheroid curved type light bulbs. So every floor that's below those light bulbs must be curved. Just can't argue with that, can you? Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Well done, son. Listen to this. If every light bulb in the world was spherical, then my light bulb would probably be spherical. The floor has nothing to do with it. Oh, round of applause for the globe fucking moron who realises the idiocy of his own thinking. So, Mark, can you now tell us how the lights up there have got anything to do with establishing the shape of the ground beneath your feet? The answer is nothing, as you've just shown. Well done, you complete and utter spaz. Shut yourself right in the foot there, well done. 5.5 gold stars. Get that tail right between your legs. Now look at him, squirming now. Squirm away, squirm. You're too easy. Right, we need another one. I think India's is time to listen to RV apart from the fake fucking Globe Brigade. They're on cahoots. They're all hugs and cuddles. I wonder if they're watching this man's behaviour. Hi Del, do you think creators see all the suffering going on in this place? Why doesn't he stop it?
18 naked cowboys in the jowls at Ram Ranch. Big.
Well, this is a problem with people and their ideas of creators. And the problem that they have is that they assert creation, creator, and then it always comes with some sort of religious doctrine or religious ideology of a transcendental meaning, you know, a meaning that transcends the experience, and they somehow try and make it fit that. So we've got all these idiotic notions of an overlord, overwatcher dude that's monitoring, you know, moral behaviours, right? And you know, ascribing punishments and all this stuff to people. I mean, it's just bonkers. I mean, this is the thing with these people, that they want to talk about the God as being the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, you know, eternal, infinite being that it is. But then at the very same time, they think that in their wee pocket of experience, they're here to learn something that transcends this, that somehow alters or changes this infinite, eternal thing that's unchanging. Always has been, always will be. Can't add it, can't take it away from it. But their wee idiotic human experience is somehow going to transcend the experience and alter that place. It's fucking bizarre. The problem is that you're getting caught into meaning transcending the experience and dragging morality and ethics and all this stuff into it. All that stuff, morality, ethics, it all belongs in the realms of subjectivity. That's scary for people, right? But it's not my fault. I'm just as intrigued and questioning about what this fucking abomination actually is as everybody else. If it's just an experience, a technology of experience, we can fucking bloody well make it something much more fantastical than this shite. Now that would have to be the case, Bob Bobrovsky. You know, when people talk about gods in that sense, then aye, that would be it. It's a you know, a needy, narcissistic, fucking horrible cunt. If you're going to impose some overlord thing, then it has to be an ignorant piece of shit that I don't want anything to do with, I do not respect in any way, shape or form, and the cunt can wipe me out for eternity. I do not give a rat's fuck. Because I don't respect gods like that. And all these man's idiotic notions of these gods and their expectancy of our behaviour and all that can go and get fucked. We are all gods, aye. Fight the fat tits, he's one. He's fucking wheelchair rapper god. RV is mad stalker god. Right, what am I doing here? I think we should create channels like that. I think we should create one called Fight the Fat Tits and identify Craig as the fat tits, and they must be fought. Fat-titted lazy slobs should be hung off of buildings and dropped, as he would say. How about them? How do I like that? Hi Craig, I would love you to come in here and make an absolute cunt of yourself like you did the last time. In fact, I'm going to highlight that wee visit that you made here, Craig, and embarrass the fucking shit right out of you, son. Because some of the absolute fucking quality lines that you came away with were too good not to be highlighted, son. So I look forward to that. I'm sure you do too. Don't you? Fat tits. The thing about that when people talk about meaning in this reality is that they never look past the human experience. I try and take it in as a whole. When I look at the animal kingdom, I look at the whole structure of this thing and I think, what the fuck is going on here? The whole fucking place is eating itself just to perpetuate its existence. Everything's fucking eating everything else so that it can perpetuate its existence, and everybody thinks it's a wonderful thing. And I'm scratching my head going, but you know, if somebody's telling me that there's something to achieve, well, there has to be an end result. There has to be something to aim for in order to get it. All this talk of survival and it's a good thing, I'm scratching my head going, what's at the end of this? Is there a prize for survival of the species? And how long? What are we talking about here? 1,000 years? How long do we need to survive before we get the present? Or is it just some cock ends that want to perpetuate this miserable fucking abomination? So they put all these stories out here. Dipshits like David Attenborough. Oh, look at this thing that sticks a wee egg in that one. It cripples it, then it sticks an egg in it, and then the crippling effect goes, and then the thing goes about its business, but the wee egg starts to grow inside it, and then it hatches, and then it eats it from the inside out. Oh, is it not just, oh, it's amazing, it's wonderful. No, it's fucking absurd. I'm sorry. It's no beautiful. It's no something I respect. I'm deeply concerned about it. So should you be. And be very wary of these fucking clowns telling you that it's beautiful. It's a gift. Oh, it's a gift. And watching that wee thing growing in the inside of that and eating it from the inside out. That's beautiful. Mother Nature. Mother Nature. I've even got the cheek to put mother in front of it, like Mother Nature. As if it's some sort of feminine lovey thing. And now we see the nebulous little creature eating the arsehole of this spider. It's eating the arsehole of the spider from its arsehole through its spine up into its skull, and then it eats its brain. Isn't it just amazing? I'm in awe, David. I'm absolutely awe-inspired. Can you show me some other horrors? Thanks, David. So I'll just get the feeling that there's something seriously not right about this place, and that everything they're telling you is just to keep you here and to perpetuate it. I've got that horrible gut feeling, based on reason, that that's exactly what's going on. And they told you that you live on a globe so that you don't think there's any way to escape it. It's fucking real. It's fucking real. I'm not making it up. It's a thing. It's a wasp. A flying fucking wasp thing. Right? Fucking stings tarantulas. Paralyses the cunt. Then it lays an egg in the fucker. And the tarantula gets better. Thinks, oh, I'm alright. Little does the fucking tarantula know. There's one of these wee bastards inside eating it. From the inside out. There's fuck all the tarantula can do about it. And David Attenborough is going to tell you it's wonderful. It's fucking bonkers. Kumbaya. Oh, let's rejoice. Onward, Christian soul. If Joe Rocha coming along any minute telling us it's a beautiful thing and we should all unite and cuddle it. You never heard the fucking story of Hansel and Gretel? Huh? Does any of this end well? As I say, you know, we could postulate all sorts of things here about this existence and what it actually is. But as human beings, we could do a lot better of making this place a big playground of freedom and enjoyment. But I still have problems with that. You know, as I say, we're surrounded by an abomination, as far as I'm concerned. I don't fucking get it. I don't think there is any real purpose that's beautiful, to be honest with you. Maybe once you're removed from this, you know, place and you have a consciousness or whatever, you may see it differently. But when you're in it, analysing it from within, fuck me. I'm happy within myself, Arjun. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what you cunts go about talking shite for. I'm content with me. I'm quite happy being me. Nobody can take that away from me. That's the battle. Once you're content with your own being, your own self, then fuck all matters. Nothing gets in the way. Don't be confused by how I'm portraying things through tinterwebs. I think people like you spend too much time looking at screens and try to psychoanalyse things through a screen, losing touch with actual reality. Anywho, where were we? Did they destroy that hangout? Hello, Cold Steel Truth. Can we consider idea to be real? Depends. You know, your idea, you know, has to be based on something, and then if you can realise the idea, actually bring it into being based on practical substance, then it's fine. When we start talking about subjective ideas that are in the realms of metaphysics, then I don't know what use that is to anybody. Yes, G.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at that dickhead RV's face. Oh.
How's it going, Johnny?
It's not his
Hey,
face.
fuck off, mate.
RV,
Dickhead.
nobody
You're a
wants
dickhead.
it. RV,
That's all you guys have is insults.
RV,
You guys, you're talking. I watched you. I thought you were okay. Then I start seeing you going off a down, man. It's obvious you're a fuckhead, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Obvious. It's obvious.
For calling,
Just shut up.
for
You got no
calling
words.
out,
You got no words, dickhead. What the fuck you got to say, man?
Are you like Del Jr.? You're gonna have a stroke, pal. You relax. Relax. You're gonna have a stroke.
see, this is a problem. This is a problem. RV.
You're shit, man.
How about some content here instead of a bunch of ranting and raving, Del?
Well,
That's all you do.
RV,
Is
you destroy any possible semblance of content because you're just a disruptive wee gatekeeper, son. You don't have anything to offer.
Del, how many videos do you make on Sandy Hook, on Boston, on London?
I was never there.
Again. What an idiot.
It's the same crap for the last 3 years.
RV,
RV, shush.
What have you done, Jay? What have you brought to the table, Jay?
I'm watching things unfold, idiots.
Oh, no, yeah, exactly. You're a pedestrian sitting on the sidelines, offering nothing. Congratulations, pal.
What are you doing?
Yeah, look at my channel.
What are you doing?
Look at my channel.
Nothing.
Look what I've done over the
he's
years.
done nothing. He's kept people in fear porn.
Not fear, bringing people to reality.
It's no
And
change.
you're
It's no
talking-
changing
You busted
anything.
yourself. You busted yourself. Hey, Russian Vince, you busted yourself by going against Dell, man. You busted yourself, you idiot.
You're all angry. Why are you so angry? Well, you're an angry little man, aren't you?
RV, listen,
Was it you?
listen, RV, it's because you're no wanted, but we keep telling you, you know, if you had somebody that was continually coming to your home or whatever, and you kept saying to them, we don't want you, and they kept coming, then you would understand. But you don't have that. You're no wanted, son.
I'll make you a deal, Dell. I'm going to make one point.
I don't make
Thank
deals.
you.
You let me get this point across.
I don't
I'll
make
never
deals
come
with
back here again.
paedophiles.
You have my word on that.
I don't make deals with paedophiles, son. Go away.
Oh,
You're an idiot.
that's what I thought. You want me to come back. That's why.
I don't want you here.
Well, let me ask you this, Dell. Why is it not okay for people to talk about an ice wall in a dome, but you can talk about a flat Earth within a sphere?
Listen,
What's the difference?
listen.
Explain that.
I'll explain it to you. It's obviously because you don't listen to what's actually being stated, right? It's fine for people to discuss ideas, RV, but what the problem is when people are asserting it as being truthful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I totally get that. You got to be clear about that.
Right?
You got to be
So
clear
that's
about that.
that's been made clear. That's been made clear, abundantly clear, that that's what's been stated. So I don't know how you missed it.
But here's the thing, Del. If someone says they suggest it, you go off on them. If they bring it up, you mock and ridicule them. If they just suggest it.
No. If it's asserted that that's what it is, then it's pulled up. If people assert it or make claim to it, then they're requested to provide the proof of that assertion.
Well, you know, again, water remains level. How does that happen?
But this is a problem with you, RV.
You gotta have some type of barrier, correct?
See, because you're not interested in furthering actual truth or any of that stuff, you don't pay any attention. You don't understand language. You don't understand what's being stated here at this platform because you pay no attention whatsoever.
Okay, Del. That's why, you know, every time you have a show, from start to finish, what do people walk away learning new from you? Tell me. Each episode is the same freaking thing, Del.
RV, listen, this is the difference between me and you. I don't have a messiah complex. I'm not here trying to save the world. Listen, let me answer your idiotic point. The difference between me and you is that you have a messiah complex. I don't. I'm not here to save the world. I'm here representing me with a fuck you attitude and being me regardless of whoever. That's it. So take from it what you will. Listen.
Del's talking. Pipe down.
If you get something, then that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. It's of no interest to me whatsoever. I can only be me. I can only walk my walk. I'm not here to save the fucking world or take control of the world or any of that stuff. That's your problem.
No, the way I see it is this. Each time I do a podcast or a video, I want to bring something new to the table. Something to, you know, make people think a little bit, see things at a different perspective. Not the same rambling rants each week.
Larry, it's always something different, and I've brought up so many points. But listen, the thing about you is you going about 33s and the Masons and this, that, and the other thing continually. You offer nobody anything. Are you going to ever speak to people about, you know, offering them a process of understanding their own mind, how the trivium works, how rhetoric, grammar, and logic work? No, because the thing is you don't understand it.
I understand it. And what I understand is you also hate the creator. I heard you berating the creator of this world.
What creator? What creator?
The creator of this world we live in. This flat earth we live in.
What I hate is people's assertions to know what the creator is and what it wants. That's people like you, son.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, you just said whoever he is, you don't like him. That's what you stated earlier, right?
No, listen. Based on the ideas and the notions of man's interpretation of the creator, if that's what they're going to assert, then I don't want anything to do with it. Listen carefully to the language.
Well, again, so...
Listen,
okay,
RV, listen, son.
What is your notion of the creator?
Listen, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do not believe in man's notions of...
Shut up.
Number 10. The sun is...
I'll just switch it off. I don't believe in man's notions of creators. It's man's notions that I detest. Their idiotic notions are just that. Idiotic. Contradictory. Nonsense. Again, what we're hearing here is people at RV don't pay any attention. They get some mad perception in their mind and they just spew based on this idiotic perception. rather than actually paying attention to what's being stated. Discuss ideas all you like. I have thoughts, I have contemplations, as I have put on the table. Where I have an issue and a problem is when people start asserting these ideas to be factually correct. So when you're running about in the street with pictures of fucking ice walls and fucking domes, that's an assertion. That's a depiction of something you're claiming to be fucking true. What law? John McLean, if you're talking about laws, the only law I see here is people doing whatever the fuck they like. There is no moral, or ethical, price to pay. But it's asserted, that comes when you die. All right, very good. So why does this, in the religious doctrines, this loving creator dude allow children to be abused, children to be born handicapped, this, that and the other, right? And all the wrongdoers, they can live a life of Riley, and then when they die they'll get punished, I promise. That's not good enough for me. Not good enough. The laws that are here are do as thou wilt. That's the fucking laws here. That's what's happening every fucking where. It's not a philosophy that I follow or preach, or Aleister Crowley's books or any of that bullshit that RV and all these gimps talk about, that I'm part of some fucking philosophy. It's an observation of reality. People and things do whatever the fuck they want. Me, based on self-internal reflection, conduct myself in a way that I adhere to, that's meaningful and reasonable to me. That doesn't mean to say I've got the right to impose it on every other fucker, because then I would be asserting that I've got some rule or, right to do so. I would only have that right if other people allow me to impose that right, which is exactly what's happening in these systems. They're concepts, they're ideas that people are buying into, allowing them, perpetuating them. The fact of the matter is there is no fucking rules, and people are terrified of that. So to keep them in apathy, they're promised justice when death comes. Justice will be done when everybody dies. So therefore, just be scared, sit back and let the dipshits run amok. And anybody that tries to point it out at you, just point the finger and call them a Satanist. That'll work. Just put propaganda on them, call them a Satanist. That'll fearmonger everybody away, right? So that we can keep, the upper hand on the gullible morons. This is a problem I was having when I was talking to Mark in Melbourne. It does not matter what system you try and impose. That's where I see the problem. Human beings trying to impose systems onto other human beings. That's never going to work. You're not in an ideal... This is not a blank canvas for one individual subjectivity to paint their wee ideal fucking picture and everything conforms to it. It's not like that. Snap out of it. Take a closer look. A lot of these ideas just breed incompetence, weak-minded nonsense, irresponsibility, that some overlord or higher spiritual dudes are going to make it alright, so you don't need to bother with any of that. It's fucking nonsense. this is the last hangout thing that I'm posting, and then I'm off ski parts. It doesn't matter about the elites or the government or anybody telling me that the world's is flat or level. I know where it's not. I know that there's things being kept from us. There was restricted areas. All I know is that we have to fucking, penetrate these areas en fucking masse. That's what I know. I'm not waiting for governments to tell me anything.
Cut the music.
You better listen. RV has said so.
Yeah, I got some power. It worked. You see that? Oh no! It's playing again. Hey, Peter, come on, pal. Let's cut that off. Come on. Let's give it a rest.
Shut the up.
Bye. Fuck me, man. Copyright strikes. Oh no. Anyhow, I would like to say it's been fun. I would like to say that it's warmed my soul. I would love to say that. No worries beyond belief. I always have a great time with my family, Polly. I appreciate it though, mate. I might come on. I might come on Christmas Eve. Say Merry Christmas and all that. Hugsies and kisses. Well, this is the thing, Levi Foster. This is the beauty of the open platform. They get to portray themselves in whatever way they like. And this is it. This is their level. This is how they want to portray themselves. But note that they've not even got the cojones to do it with a face. They do it with anonymity. Anonymity. Or something. It's a big word. Nah, send them on a Christmas card, aye. I know Annie Wilkes. It's difficult. Anonymity. You're not allowed to slag me though. You can't slag retards. That's not politically correct. Political correcties. You're not allowed. I've got rights. I demand rights. You're oppressing me. You're against retardedness. It's not on. Retards have rights. Anonym. That's just made it worse, William. Anonymity. I can't say it. Anonymity. Anonymity. Could be here for hours. See, can't even say anonymity. Right, but you're going to give him respect and listen to him. See, told you he's a retard, can't even say anonymity. What about fat tits? Can you see it? Fat tits. Can you chant it with your wee bells and whistles? It's everybody sitting in the house now trying to see it. I can type it now, I can fucking type it willy-nilly as well. I bet you're all sitting there going anonymity. It's going to keep you up for hours. Without a king or a leader, you lose. I'm here to be the king. Bob, I am Jesus. I am the second coming. Don't tell Emma though, because I've told her I can only do it once. NORAD will be fucking thanking Santa. I'll look out for that. So I might even come on live on Tuesday evening, see if we can track Santa Claus live. That'll be a laugh. You can see the curve of the earth and Santa, proving both at the very same time. Curvy oceans, Santa Claus, flying reindeer, fucking whole shebang. Brilliant. It's been interesting. Take care of yourselves, bye bye now.